Oh, hey, you guys. Is it that time of the week again? It's actually Thursday, but a day early with Coach Beefy is never a bad thing. I'm super excited today. We are going to be talking about something that I am very passionate about and something that I do talk with my athletes about daily. I think it's something that when it comes to trying to create a new habit like fitness, it is probably, one of the biggest factors, I think, and that's exercise and mental health. So, going to be I'm just so excited. I'm trying not to get too passionate like last time. So we're going to keep it pretty concise. Get your notepad out. Let's get ready. I got a special guest coming on here shortly as well. So when it comes to exercise and mental health, like I said, they go hand in hand. And one thing that my husband said to me this morning, he was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Oh, exercise." He's like, "You mean extra fries?" And then it got me thinking, it was like, oh my gosh, yeah. And he said it. He's like, extra fries, they'll make you feel great in the moment, but are these extra fries creating long-term habits and health for you to be fixing your feelings for the long term? Right. So let me bring in my special guest today. Let me get him on in. Here we go. Oh, and thanks for
Hey,
joining me today.
morning. First time on the show, long time listener.
I know. Oh my gosh. I couldn't be more thankful to have you on the show today. I'm a huge fan of yours. If you haven't subscribed yet to Aunt Oxley on YouTube and you don't follow him on Instagram or TikTok, man, you are missing out. This is not only my coach, this is the coach. And this is also the man that can read my mind and knows when I'm not feeling like myself without me saying anything. Isn't that right, Aunt?
Oh yeah, that's 100%. But also, I I don't know if you're that hard to read. I'll be honest.
I don't know if many people know, but before I was Coach Beefy, I was Sniffles.
You're not exactly like the Da Vinci Code, are you? You know what I mean? It's not like, how's Caitlin feeling today?
I've tried.
Either you're dancing through the door or the world's coming to an end, right? So it's not like, which one is it?
I'd like to think I've maybe leveled out a little bit, not
Oh
much,
yeah.
but a little bit over the years, and I contribute a lot of that to you and I, our team being together all the time,
Pretty
Oxfit.
much pretty much what we're talking about today, right?
Yeah, right.
Like,
So,
yeah.
so what I'm my biggest points right now, and that we're going to be talking about, is how exercise reduces stress,
Mhm.
improves sleep, so you get better sleep, and improves your mood. And we're going to talk about how you get there, how they can contribute to, not even just your fitness life, but also life outside of the gym
Mhm.
as well. So when it comes to reducing stress, you want to talk about maybe how you feel when you don't exercise. I know we've talked about this before.
Yeah, I think to be honest, it is it's the only reason Oxford exists, right?
Mhm.
Is I was working in mental health. I have a master's degree in psychology and I was trying to help people feel better and I was working with people that like severe mental health issues, right? So they were trying to get back on their feet or trying to get back to work and stuff like that and they met me and I felt like I was, either banging my head against the wall or making their issues worse because like me coming in with my motivation and my energy didn't help, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
But then when I looked at exercise and I looked at the people that were doing well and people that were thriving in society, it was people that were working out. You know what I mean? People that
Yeah.
were moving their body. And I always found that like I used to meet people in coffee shops. I used to meet people in like dark rooms like this podcast studio,
Mhm.
and like what are we going to talk about there?
Right.
But if I got them and we said, "Hey, let's go grab a coffee here and go for a walk," we had a completely different conversation.
Mhm.
And taking that to the next level, getting people into the gym and stuff like that. Like I was meeting people and it was like they wanted to change their life, and our first step was trying to get them a gym membership. So
Right.
for
Right.
me, it was seeing that the key to my health, happiness, relationships, friendships, just everything is I've got to move every day.
Yeah.
And even on the days when I'm like really tired, like today, it's Thursday, I've worked really hard for 3 days. Um, if I don't move today, I'll just have a bad day, right? So I've got to still do something.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's everything. Like my favorite thing that I say about my wife is she'll say, "Hey, go to the gym and come back happier." Right? And it's just it's true.
I mean, I couldn't agree more. I mean, I feel like when you said I walk in through the door, I'm either dancing in through the door or the world is ending. And you've done it to me before. You've stopped me and you're like, walk back out that door, take a second, come back inside. Because I mean, it's so right. And it's something with our athletes that we also experience. They've been at work all day. They come in and they're just like, I'm so stressed and I have so much work to do. And it's like this 1 hour that we're going to spend together here at Oxfit for some fitness, fun, and friendship that you can just let that all melt away. And that'll
Yeah.
change your day.
Well, let's take it a step further, right? Like, I think working out in the morning, and I don't mind if you have to work out in the evening. I just think if you work out, if you have a busy schedule where you have to be at work at 9, like I can work out in the middle of the day, that just helps me. Like, that's the best part of my day is like I've had a stressful morning, workout, and then it just like breaks up the day. But
Mhm.
everybody can't do that. If you work out at 5 a.m., getting to the gym is really hard.
Yeah.
But after the gym at 5, 6, and 7 a.m., literally the grass looks greener, the sky looks bluer. You're more ready for a day
Yeah.
than if you crawl out of bed, you have to get everything ready. Like it just doesn't work. You don't have a great day at work.
Right.
I'd rather you be tired mid-afternoon because nobody's doing any work at that time anyway, than the first 3 hours of the day you can't get anything done because you're trying to wake up, you know? And for me, that it literally, when you walk out of the gym, walking to the gym is going to be hard, but you don't have to talk to anybody. It's 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Get moving. After that workout, everything will look and feel better. And when like people come after work, it does the same thing.
Hmm.
But would you rather have a better evening or would you rather have a better day? Is the
Yeah.
way that,
I mean, I think a better day leads to a better evening.
Right.
Go home
Yeah.
from work, you're happier with your family, your partner. You can actually then enjoy your dinner. And instead, you're just like thinking already stressed about the next day.
Hmm.
Right. Because so when I was, getting ready for this podcast, I read this study and it was a 2012 study. And it said that working out, any type of anaerobic exercise, some weightlifting, it was linked to this neurotrophic factor. It's a BDNF. And what that does is that's a protein that aids in neuroplasticity. And that's linked to improving mood and cognitive function. So, of course, you're going to work out and then
Hmm.
you're going to feel like you can just crush the day, crush the world, like feel unstoppable. I
Yeah.
mean, the biggest thing I've ever felt, and that's why I always joke about it. I'm like, I'm the Kool-Aid man, and I'm about to bust through this wall because I'm so strong and I'm so hype. And I mean, people are always asking me all the time. They're like, "Man, how are you just so happy all the time, or how are you just so excited?" And that's one of my other points is that the improved mood. It's like I get up every day with the knowledge that I get to move my body. I'm going to come here, see everybody I enjoy, and I just feel unstoppable all day.
Yeah. And you're the perfect example because then people haven't seen you after you haven't worked out for 2 weeks, and I have. And it's not the same person.
No, no.
It's
I mean,
really not, right? Like you laugh, but it's not, it's true. Like if I don't work out for 2 weeks, I'm not the same person, right?
oh
And
yeah,
it comes down to all that stuff, right? It's literally like to me, just because it's such a habit, like working out every day is eating my favorite snack, right? Like it's the same dopamine feeling that I get every single day.
right.
So to take that away, I'm depriving myself of like it's like I haven't had my morning coffee. It's like I haven't had my favorite snack. It's like I haven't seen my favorite people. You know what I mean? And like it's
Mhm.
that serious. It's not just one of them things that you like can throw away. It's
Mhm.
it's it's for me, and like, I don't care if this is, people think this is exaggerating. To me, fitness is life and death. It's everything. I've seen it save lives. Without it, my life would be shit. Without it, everyone around me's life would not be good. And you don't have to be this like superstar bodybuilder, like perfect body. Like none of us have that.
Yeah.
We do it because we love it. But like for me, this morning I woke up and I'm sore. So because I'm sore, I know I'm on a road to somewhere better. So
Hmm.
like it doesn't matter if I'm not perfect. It doesn't
Right.
matter if I'm not where I want to be. But if I wake up today and I haven't worked out in a week and I'm not sore and I'm all like feeling all puffy and just not good, right? So
Mhm.
it's just so much bigger than, and I like, if you're not doing well, if you're in a bad mood, if you're in a bad place in life, my first thing would be to say go get a gym membership, find somebody to work out with, put on a backpack and start walking around your neighborhood
Yeah.
before you do anything else.
Yeah. And I mean, and it could be just that, you know, I know what it has done for me, but some people, maybe it's just finding an activity first that you like. Like you said, put a backpack on, be active outside, go for a hike, be in the fresh air, the sun. It could just be yoga.
It's just see how you feel after. Like write down
Right.
how you feel right now. Cool. But go do something. Go move and then come and write down how you feel after. And I bet some of them things you can cross off the list. I bet you're like, what the fuck was that? What was I worried about? You know what I mean? That was nothing.
Well, yeah. I mean, like we said, isn't just in the gym. It isn't just changing your life in the gym. It's changing your life outside of the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because now that you're in a better mood and you're not as stressed because you're being active and you're feeling really good, all these things that you thought you couldn't do before, because now being in the gym, exercise doesn't just help your body, it also helps, like I said, the fact that it makes you feel accomplished,
Oh
it
yeah.
makes you feel confident. So that position at your job that you've been hesitant to put in for, guess who's putting in for it now? Guess
Mm-hmm.
who's feeling like they deserve that role? Like, I heard someone, it was actually today, and it really struck me really hard. And it was like, he said that he's done in the last year 6,000 tasks, 6,000 different jobs over the last year to help other people. But him coming to the gym is the one task that he does for himself.
Mm-hmm.
But then he was like, so you have to ask yourself, when was the last time you did a task, you did something for you
Yeah.
to make yourself feel good, to better yourself, to make your day and your life better?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
also,
And I haven't meditated before, but that's what I think that like a class like ours is, right? Is you don't have to think. Like I'm going to point you in all the right directions, or you're going to put your athletes in the right directions where they come in and it's just written down. This is what we're doing today. This is how we're doing it. This is the weight you're doing. This is the weight you're doing. And you just go to work, right? And you can just shut your mind off and you can just figure out how to breathe,
yeah,
which is it's the key concept of like meditation and mindfulness and all that stuff, right? You just come in and just enjoy being in this, like just be outside your mind and just be present for an hour, right? And I think that's what the most important thing is. Just like you go get a different membership, you go to LA Fitness, you go to Planet Fitness, all that stuff. Put your headphones in, probably get a good workout. But in that time, you're gonna have to think about what you're doing next. You're gonna have to think about, like, oh, this person's on that machine, this person on that machine. Somebody's gonna try and talk to you. Someone's gonna be videoing themselves over there, so you're trying to stay out their video, like all kinds of bullshit. Rather than come in and something's written up, someone's gonna put you through it because you can just go get a good workout and then leave and feel better, right? Like
yeah,
there will be no stressor that hits you in that 1 hour
yeah.
compared to you could leave some of the gyms and be furious that you even went,
Right. I
right?
know. But even just like you said, you come into the gym, you don't have to think, but also now you're coming into our community.
Hmm.
Like, you're not just going to be, like you said, at another gym by yourself. You're the Oxfit community with
Yeah.
people who love you and care about you and want to know how your day is going. And you create relationships here. And I mean, think about 2020. What
Hmm.
happened in 2020? We were alone.
It's the first time I was almost depressed in my life.
Right. And it's just like it changed. It changed so many people. We have, the vid babies
Hmm.
that are turning 3, 4, 5 years old, and they were at home alone with no interaction with any other kids for such a long time. And it's not
Yeah.
just kids who are affected, it's adults.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we like I said, there's no pressure when you come in our gym. The only pressure is that somebody's gonna want to know your name, right?
Right.
And I saw that go from people being real confident coming in and getting to know people to like now we really have to force it, you know?
Hmm.
And
Mhm.
even yesterday, there was some people that like I thought had only worked out together, and I was like, "Who's that?" And they're like, "I don't know." And I was like, "You got to be kidding me, you know?
Mhm.
Like you've got to be kidding me. You guys like this is your class. Like I
Yeah.
think if this is your class, how do you not know each other's name? You know?" And it's just like just that like social anxiety that has popped up that makes it like the only thing I see of other gyms content online now is people fighting in the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the only thing I see when I went and flew to Buffalo this weekend,
Mhm.
and I was expecting to see a fight on the airplane because it's all I see online is
Yeah.
people get on airplanes and somebody's in a fucking headlock next to,
Yeah,
you know
with
what I
the
mean? I'm
flight
like,
attendant.
yes. So I was
Yeah.
like, I got off two flights and I was like, there's no fight. What the fuck is going on? And like
Yeah.
that's all I see online of other gyms is like someone fighting over a fucking dumbbell or a bench press and like at our gym the only fight we have is like you just got to know each other
Mhm.
and that's not because oh the coaches are trying to get us to do burpees. It's because this it comes back to the why of Oxfit, right? Is for me, I want you to become self-motivated. That's what you work on, that's what I work on with our coaching clients. I don't want over the 8 weeks or 100 days that you work with me that you rely on me. I want to
Mhm.
build habits that you become so good that you develop this self motivation that you don't need any outside stuff. You just,
Yeah.
this is your routine, this is how it works. And that comes from what is called self-determination theory, which is autonomy,
Mhm.
competence, and relatedness, right? The relatedness is the connections. So you have to know people. We know your name. We know everybody's name that comes in like it's our house. We know their kids. We know their pets. Know
Mhm.
way too much about them. They all know each other. We have a question of the day usually, which like means like some people probably know more about people that they're working out with than they know about their husband and wife, right? At this point, it's
Yeah,
like
right.
favorite foods, favorite movie, most embarrassing thing ever happened. Like there's all kinds of shit that people know. But that's just so important that you connect it to people.
Mhm.
And then the other things are like competence, which like you're gonna get better at stuff here.
Mhm.
So your mental health is gonna get so much better. I say all the time, most people get their first pull up and quit their job. Most people get their first pull up, dump their loser boyfriend, girlfriend. Most
Mhm.
people get their
Can
first pull up,
happen.
they just want better for themselves because they see
Mhm.
like, oh, I'm competent at shit, you know?
Right.
And then we have autonomy. Like we're never gonna make you do anything. We're not gonna take a weight off your bar. We're not gonna put a weight on your bar. We're not gonna make you do a pull up. We're not gonna make you do a muscle up. Like there's so many places where you're like, you gotta do. Hey, this is the workout. These are the levels. Wherever you think you are, you go do that. Right. I want you to be better, and I think maybe you could do this, but I'm never gonna force that because this is your time. This is your hour. You know. And them three things are the science behind why Oxfit is different to every other regular gym, CrossFit gym, Orange Theory, F45, all them things because them three things matter to us more than anything else, and they're written in our book. And it's you might not notice them from the outside, but if you came in and you became a coach, you'd know that we are on that shit, right? We are
Right.
on it like it just means so much. And like with your clients, the number one thing that you work with and the thing that I enjoy about watching you work with your clients is like you don't put Beefy's goals on anybody else.
Mhm.
It's like, tell me where you want to go in the next 8 weeks. Tell me where you want to go in the next 12 months, right? And
Right.
that's why you're so good at what you do.
And that's the thing is like when you're hearing all this and you're like, I want to take this step, but I don't know what to do. It's like, okay, well, you have your coaching clients, I have mine, Savannah and Lauren, and I feel like we all bring a different element to that coaching experience
Hmm.
because we have the same coaching program, but you know, you've passed on some clients to me, I've passed on some clients like to Lauren and vice versa, and it's just because you need different things at different times.
Yep.
And also, we help you in that coaching program as well create those habits,
Hmm.
right? Because now we're going to not only change your nutrition, you're a part of a community. You know exactly what to do. We've taken the guesswork out of it. You feel supported, you feel encouraged, you feel loved. You're surrounded by so many people. Now your mood is improved. And it's like, what new habits? So we do when we work on those habits.
Yeah,
We're like,
what is your most important thing that you've noticed from the women that you've worked with that yeah, fitness we're the best gym. It's no
Hmm.
doubt. You're gonna get fit, you're gonna get ripped, you're gonna get strong. Like we don't even need to talk about that. And then nutrition, we're gonna get you on a plan that you get eaten the way you want to eat. What is the next habit that you've seen like most impact the women that, like was least expected for you or is just like the most common one you've seen?
Well, when we try to work on our mindfulness habit, a lot of times it's come down to I'm like, okay, you can choose from meditation or journaling.
Yeah.
And I have recently had a lot of them choosing to do something that they love. Right. So it could be getting back to meditation. It could be going back to yoga. It could
Hmm.
be something as simple as reading again at night instead of scrolling on their phone or just
Yeah.
going to bed early. Right.
It's
Because some of
it's
them,
crazy how the reading one just like
oh,
everybody I've met, I don't know if they really want to or if it's like a romantic habit that you think like a
yeah.
better person reads.
Hmm.
But in so many ways, a better person kind of does read more
Yeah.
books, right? Like rather than scroll. Because there's life lessons in books, and you could say there is in scrolling, but most people are doom scrolling or just, like watching trash, right?
Right.
So I don't know. Yeah. I wish we talked more about what books we were reading than we talked about what shows we were watching,
Right.
which is maybe I'm just old fashioned. I don't know. But I think other people feel that way too.
Hmm. But through that habit of doing something that they love, it always ends up them falling more in love with themselves.
Right.
Right. And so then I
Yeah.
have them take, like I said earlier, quitting their job and
Hmm.
pursuing a dream of theirs, or, you know, one of them just getting pregnant again because she realized that's what she wanted to do and it made her, made her happy. It's just like having a garden. One of them just built a garden.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you the picture. They just built a whole garden in their backyard, and that's something they used to love to do.
Right. And
But
that
we get
comes out of fitness and nutrition as the
right,
bedrocks to that. Yeah, they're
right.
just fundamental, they're foundational to everything else. And like the big one that I'm seeing in the men is like it is mental health. It's like trying to take your brain back, right? Like that
Right.
person that built the garden, they didn't build the garden because they give a shit about the flowers.
Mm-mm.
It's because that's their meditation, right?
Yes.
And
Yep.
for all the men, like it literally is getting rid of this. Like it's like they're so sick of their phone that they just don't want to do it anymore. And I think I'm gonna get a dumb phone and like try and lead the way and like hopefully bring some other people in with me to do that because I think we're just tired of scrolling and TikTok and Instagram and we just want better quality time with building relationships with our family better and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like this is like it's evil, man. It's pulling you
Yes.
away. I
Oh
talked about
yeah.
it on my last one. It's like it's not that it's evil, it's just it knows your brain better than you do, right? So it just
Oh yeah.
knows like it can trick you into staying on it longer.
It hears you. I'm telling you. I'm like, I need to look at getting, XYZ. And the next thing I know, I pull up my phone and it's the first ad I see on
Hmm.
Instagram when I'm scrolling. And I think that's just crazy. One of my clients actually left his phone here on
Hmm.
Saturday after class. And I was like, I can't make it back till Sunday morning. And when
Yeah.
I saw him, I was like, how was it? 24 hours, no phone. And he's like, actually, it was really nice.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, I just recently watched a video how it talks about the phone not only contributing to more anxiety, but also misconnections.
Hmm.
And so we wonder why we're so depressed and why we're so lonely. And it's because we're missing moments of connection.
Yeah. My friend went to the Masters and they took away everybody's phones.
Hmm.
And he was there with his friends. And if you get your phone out, you're like banned for life. They literally drag you out, you
Crazy.
know? And there's like a really cool photo that went viral of everybody just watching golf and nobody like this, you
Yes.
know?
I
And it
was just
was,
about to say
yeah.
that.
And I said to him, I was like, you're with your friends, like you're with your buddies. And I bet that was the first time you'd really talk to your friends in years.
Hmm.
Like really been like bored and like got into some real conversation rather than you know, and it's one of the reasons, like, I know this is a health podcast, but it's one of the reasons that I go, like, sometimes and, like, if I want to have a real good conversation with someone, we'll go smoke a cigar because, like, you put your phone away and it's an hour of, like, there's nothing else to do but sit and watch this thing burn away, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing as, like, we're dying for this, like, connection. And, like, anyone tries to bring a phone on the floor of the gym, like, I don't feel like I'm angry for me. I feel bad for you
Hmm.
because like number one, you're not that important. right? There's only Cedric that's that important.
Right. He's a brain
Because
doctor.
if he doesn't answer the phone, somebody could die.
Right.
Most of you people, you don't have that job, right?
Mhm.
So put your phone in the locker, leave it in your car, like, and like we need to make sure that as a gym we're like even more aggressive on that, don't we? You know what I mean? Like, because this is their hour, and if you don't like it, you can take your phone and you go to Planet Fitness and not get fit and not get healthier.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna leave in 2 minutes, but the thing that I would like, Oxfit won't make you happier, right?
Mhm.
You'll make yourself happier if you get a coach and you build the right habits that you get on a path to being a better version of yourself.
Yep.
That is what will fill your motivational cup. That is what will make you stronger. That's what will make you healthy, happier, harder to kill. But it all comes from doing hard things, comes from building habits, comes from like in 2025, the hardest thing you can do is put your phone away. And that's
Right.
what I see from.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did
All
we
right, I
lose?
gotta go,
Okay.
but thank you
Thanks
for
for
having
coming
me on
on
your
today.
podcast, and I'll see you
All
next time.
right. See you, Aunt. All right. He's out of here. So we're going to keep talking. And something just to go on top of what Ant said. And he was just holding up his phone. And one thing is, I feel like, our phone has become our whole personality. And so if we're not scrolling, if we're not famous on TikTok, if we're not, seeing what everybody else has, it just makes us more depressed. We don't look like this. We don't act like that. We don't own this. And I was reading this, not reading this book, but really saw a clip of a book. So just thinking about getting the book to read. But it was by Joe Dispenza, and it talks about your personality. And it says that your thoughts, your actions, and your feelings, that is what your personality is. And if your thoughts and your feelings are constantly, I'm depressed, I'm alone, I'm sad, I'm not worth it, I'm not this or that, that creates your reality. Your personality creates your reality, right? So, one thing I can say is that from experience, from these last 4 years, almost 5 years now, that exercise and fitness and taking care of my body has played a major role in changing how I feel about myself, how I feel about life in general. Like I went to Six Flags this weekend with my stepson for his birthday, and he got a little emotional about one of the roller coasters we were going to get on, and it flipped over a few times. And we sat him down, we talked to him, and it became this whole day of overcoming fears. And that really, I mean, he just turned 7, and the thing is I'm afraid of heights. And I will talk negative self-talk all day about heights, thinking I can't do it, it scares me. And we went on this huge swing that he goes all the way up, and then it swings and you're like all the way out to the side. And I was holding his arm, and at one point I had to apologize to him and say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for grabbing your arm so hard. And he looks at me and he says, it's okay, Caitlin, we're overcoming fears. Gosh, it makes me kind of emotional. But that's what this is, if you have the fear of taking that first step and, stepping foot into the gym, it's like I said, and Ant was talking about, find something that makes you feel good. It could just be going to yoga. It could be, cycling outside, inside with a group of people. Like it could be anything that just makes you active for the moment, and the release of those endorphins, because that's what exercise does. Serotonin, dopamine, all of that is increased through exercise. And then add on to that being around people who love you and support you, and they're in your class and you love hanging out with them. This whole hour that we spend together in class here at Oxfit, we're all laughing, having the great time. And you know what? You might leave and it could go one of two ways. And that comes with building mental resilience and confidence and building those habits that you leave and you're like, oh my gosh, I just had the best time. I'm going to have the best day now. Or you just sink back into that feeling of, oh my gosh, I can't get anything done today. I'm so tired. I'm so stressed out. I've got to do this when I get home, this and my partner, this and my kids. And it's just like, chill. So what exercise does is it helps you to build those habits that start in the gym and then they're applied in life. So we've improved our mood, our stress we've reduced our stress. I know I'm reaching a little bit over 30 minutes, but I got to talk about my last point, and that's better sleep. When you put all three things together, sleep just in and of itself is going to be the second biggest thing. I can't even say really that it would be nutrition. I would say fitness, sleep, nutrition. I mean, they could all be equal, but at the same time, you don't sleep, you wake up, you get a couple hours of sleep. The first thing you do is you drink a Red Bull or you drink a Monster. And what does that do to your cortisol? It just shoots it through the roof. So then you're shaking, that anxiety is just still high from the day before, the night before. Like, it just keeps compounding, and then you're just wondering why it doesn't get better. And then that night you're not sleeping again because you've just been so high all day with that cortisol. You've gotten no rest. You can't chill. Just try right now. Just try one more hour of sleep that you're getting right now. If you get 5, get 6. If you get 6, get 7. And what that does is improve sleep is shown in studies to reduce irritability. It improves cognitive function. And even that extra hour of sleep improves every health marker and reduces every risk point. All right. So that means less illness, less sickness, feeling better. So when we take all three of those things, when we start with exercise and it improves our mood, it gives us better sleep, it reduces our stress. That is going to go just from here in this moment at the gym. And it's going to get better in your relationships. It's going to get better in your job. It's going to get better, just in the day to day, because now you're not thinking that you can't, do something hard and you can't be in uncomfortable spaces. But yes, you can. You can do hard things. That's one of our mottos here at Oxford. You can do hard and uncomfortable things. And if you're unsure, you've watched this and you're like, I know that I need to make this change. I want to feel that way too. Then come to class. Comment below. I would love to give you a free week. I can send that via Instagram. I can email it to you, text it to you. Come check out the gym for 1 week, meet our people, check out our community. And I'm telling you, just moving your body 1 hour a day, 3 to 4 times a week, it's going to change your life. And then you want to take it to the next level, then you can work one-on-one with me, work one-on-one with Aunt, Lauren, Savannah. Like I said, we all bring different elements to our coaching, but we have something for everyone. So I'm telling you, I know from personal experience, I see it every day with my athletes, my family as well. It's just fitness, exercise, anything, being outside, outdoorsy, whatever you want to call it, doesn't even necessarily have to be coming to the gym. It will make you happier, healthier, harder to kill. The first step is just stepping through the door. Text me, DM me, PM me, comment below, whatever it is. I'm telling you, Oxfit, me, coaching, this team, these people, it'll change your life. If you liked it, comment